Nothing says lovin' like a good cup of hot chocolate early in the morning. Oh, yeah. Welcome back, MechWarriors. This is Obot10025 with According to Lore. Now, I'm probably going to get a lot of crap from this because a lot of people love customization. I love customization as well. I love Battletech. I love MechWarrior Online. You can make a boom chicken. You make anything you want to do, and that's kind of cool. I love that kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong. Also like lore. If you guys don't know anything about me, I'm a lore freakazoid, so I love lore and logistics. I love reading about how things are made and where they're made and how they're shipped and all that kind of stuff. I love that kind of stuff. Throughout history and stuff like that, how the logistic trains got to different places on war fronts and stuff like that. But now there's a controversy with MechWarrior 5 because a lot of people wanted the customization inside MechWarrior 5. Now I don't know anything about why they put this in or why they put the non-customization inside MechWarrior 5 and not just went with total customization. I have no clue why they did that. And I'm not trying to defend PGI on what they did because I have no clue why they put it in. If you guys know a certain AMA and point to it, let me know why they put this stuff in and go from there because I literally don't have any idea why they did it. But I kind of like it. I'm a Lord Freakazoid, like I said. I'm gonna explain why they did, according to lore, why they had kind of a mech bay like this, or kind of a system like this. Now, if you guys don't know, BattleTech is a vast space opera type universe. A lot of politics involved, a lot of a whole bunch of different things going on. Big battles, huge, gigantic planet-sized battles, and everything going on. They have something called production plants. Production plants produce mechs, vehicles, parts, you name it. And they're through the first, second, and third succession war going up to 3015. All these plants were kind of like destroyed. Not all of them, but a lot of them were. So the ones that were not destroyed were coveted by the inner sphere houses, Steiner, Davion, Lau, Merrick, and Kurita, and plus the periphery as well. They were coveted by these houses and different factions to keep together. And during the after the first or second succession war, they made a Ares convention not to destroy cities, not to destroy jump ships because couldn't get parts anywhere, and had to do this, could not destroy HPG generators, not destroy production plants and everything else, and just capture them. Basically say, okay, we succeed. You got the plant. And so they had to do this because the production lines weren't creating enough mechs, parts, jump ships, and anything else, food stores, and everything else for that to be, so that they weren't producing anything for these types of systems and parts and everything else. So everything's becoming almost non-existent. And so technology was kind of done at a certain pace where it wasn't really, there was no technology pretty much, which is kind of weird though. In 3015, you would think they have better communication systems, but hey, that's just me. But so all these different places were having trouble getting parts and producing mechs. Okay, so each production plant produced a certain type of item, certain type of mech, certain type of targeting system, certain type of gyroscope, engine, you name it, tracks for the wheels. And then those tracks and engines, parts, and everything else got shipped to different planets, to different other production plants where they're actually building said tank, vehicle, mech, vault, jump ship, whatever. So let's say Planet A is building a Krinsky drive for a jump ship. They don't have the facilities to build a jump ship, but they make the drive. So they ship it to Planet B, which is building jump ship. And so basically that Planet B has all these different parts coming into the Planet B to build a jump ship or a Union jump ship or drop ship, whatever that's out there. So when you customize parts, when you customize different things, they get harder to find. Let's go to production wise. Okay, so let's say a mech production plant, say the Locust, produces 10 locusts per year. I don't know the exact thing of it. I know it's somewhere, whatever plant produces what. So you have a locust, let's say the one with the lerms. Actually, let's say the 1E, which has 2 medium lasers, I believe, and 2 machine guns. So if you modify that mech, okay, there's a whole bunch of different things to do to go modify that mech. So let's say you change out, you drop the machine guns, you drop the 2 medium lasers, and you get a large laser. So you got a large laser on a Locust, looks cool, does X amount of damage, does a lot more damage, a lot more range. So okay, you're fine. So in designing and doing this, all the mechs themselves on the production line have already been RD tested, battlefield tested, gyroscope tested, engine tested, power tested. Everything's been tested. Everything's fine. As soon as they come off the assembly line, you can have them go run outside and start killing things. They're already done. They're already tested. Everything's done for them. It's spent years designing these variants, years designing these engines to test them out on these different things. So once you change these different things, like the medium lasers and the machine guns, to the Locust, you have to recalibrate the gyroscope, which has more tonnage in the front. So gyroscope has to balance out like what's going on. So you have to test that. Maybe the targeting system is designed for medium laser that's developed by Blackwell Industries on another planet. So now you got to get another one from another planet to go ahead and work with the large laser. I'm not really sure exactly the targeting systems work, but I'm pretty sure you got to do something. You can't just go and pop something in. You have to test that, recalibrate the targeting system. Power distribution. Maybe you have to upgrade the engine. So now you got to get an engine from planet C or D and have that shipped in to go ahead and recalibrate the power system, power couplings, how the power distribution works, the weight distribution. Everything's involved in this. Now it moves slower, so basically it's not really battle tested. You have to battle test this. You do a whole bunch of different testing for customization in order to actually have that mech be viable on the battlefield. Because you don't want to be out there and you fire your large laser, it doesn't have enough power. You're sitting there going, well, that sucks. But so you have all these different things going on in customization. Now, on the tabletop system, did you have customization? You could build anything you want. That's fine. You basically, in fact, I enjoy customization. I built a whole bunch of different Gundam mechs for Battletech, and I loved it. We played it at a convention. It was great. I built a whole bunch of drop ships. What I saw, that ship looks cool, I want to build it. So I built it for the customization system. That's not saying customization does not exist, because customization, you have house lords, pirates, they slap anything together and make it work. I mean, hence agromechs and lawnmowers and leaf blowers and all that kind of stuff. You got those mechs out there that are doing their stuff. You have house lords building their own customization mech, which they have the money. Mercenary units, they got the money. Wolf Dragoons, they got Blackwell Industries to go build whatever they want to. So there's a whole bunch of different customization things that go on that is inside the game, tabletop, and also in the lore. They also did. So I'm not saying it doesn't exist, okay? It does exist. But you as a battlefield commander, so you got your Locust, okay? You got your Locust, you're on the field of battle, you're doing your thing, you fight some mech. You go on some planet, you go and destroy things. So your large laser gets hit. It's now critical, okay? You lose your large laser. So you go to the tech, say, hey, tech, I need a large laser. Well, sir, we don't have it anymore because we got the parts kit for one with 2 medium lasers and 2 machine guns. And we ran out of large laser parts. But we have a lot of medium lasers, but it's going to take a while to go ahead and recalibrate everything back to your medium lasers. Now, as a Mercenary Commander, obviously you're going to buy some large lasers and you're going to do that kind of stuff. They did have that. Basically, they had parts kits for medium weapons, large weapons, and small weapons, like whatever. They have parts kits like for those. They had a bunch of different types of stuff. But if you have a bunch of customizations, now the military, if you guys know about the military now, everything's standardized. So the M1A1 tank has everything standardized. So they got parts. Every part they have is for exactly the M1A1 tank. No customization, because they want to get those tanks back on the battlefield in case you do break down. So the treads and everything else, exactly for the tank. Get the parts, and boom, truck comes in, do the tread, boom, you're off and going, right? So if, let's say you change the engine on the M1A1 tank or change the gun, let's say the engine. So now your engine gets hit by a round. I'm saying, basically, I don't think any A1 tank actually broke down during the Gulf War. We're not too sure, though. I have to go check on that. But your engine gets hit. So your engine is a XYZ engine, but you need a FWB-like engine, right? So all you have is FWB parts, and your XYZ engine's now gone. That tank is out of commission until you get another part, until you get another engine for it. This is why the military commanders in the field, including Battletech and Lore, have generalization. Let's say the variants. You have different roles for the mechs themselves of having variants on the battlefield. The 4P, the 4G, the 4J for the hunchbacks. They all have specific roles that the commander knows that A, they have parts for, B, they're not customized, and they know exactly what these things do. So if you have, say, a company locust that, everyone's different, he's not going to know how these things work. I mean, he will know how they work, but it's more complicated for him to go, okay, well, you 3 with your large lasers, you go on top of this. You 4 with your small lasers, you a gate. Basically, it's a lot more complicated like in that. So they don't really do that kind of stuff. They all have customization. So he knows that, let's say they're all 1Vs or the learn ones, the learn locusts, and so basically he knows they are very harassing mechs, so he can design his battle plan in order to go destroy the other regiment. This is why you don't have customization on the battlefield. Like I said, basically customization does exist on the battlefield, but it's not really there that much. So let's say you're a mercenary commander and you want to go and build 30 tanks that are of your own design. You go to the production plant in Herpers 2 and say, hey, I want to build 30 tanks. And I need you to build these things, and I want them done in about 2 months. Okay. So the cost is going to be absorbent, just immense, because they have to break down the assembly line that they do have for the. If you've seen any picture of a mech production plant, they have robots with assembly lines, right? So now you got to customize that assembly line. That's going to break down for about a month. Okay, labor cost. Everything, all the costs for parts being shipped in from different parts of the inner sphere. You got R&D testing on the prototype. So first you break down the assembly line. Now you got 1 month of it not being up, and then a month of production. For the month or 2 for production, trying to figure out the kinks and everything else of how to build it, not just battle testing. So you got one prototype out there. So the prototype is, the tank that you wanted. You're battle testing it out for 2 months, calibrating all the different things for it, engines and all that kind of stuff. Another month of production to build 30 tanks. Maybe 2 months. I'm not sure exactly what the production, how many they build per month, but let's say 30. Okay, so another month of that. So you're looking at about like 4 months of just building your 30 tanks. Now, production plant, since they're so rare, they're not out there that much. They basically go ahead and say, that's going to cost you a lot of money because we gotta go break down for 4 months in order to go and have this tank done. And the infantry house commanders or the houses won't do that because they need to produce that variant of the Hunchback or that variant of the Atlas to get on the battlefield so that they could resupply their troops, so they could resupply all the different regiments that are out there. And so generally you don't see customization that much because of that. Another part is getting parts. Basically, you might, at that time have the AC-5 cannon developed by Lockheed, like Industries, like whatever, from that planet, but then they run short because there's a battle on that planet. So now you got to go find another type of AC-5. They're kind of short on different places. Got to have them shipped in. Different type of cannon means different type of calibration systems and everything else. This is the reason why they really didn't do this kind of stuff. Like I said, customization does exist, but it's not really out there. You're on the battlefield, so you changed out your Hunchback from an AC-20 to an AC-10. Different housing. Obviously, you guys know how big that thing is, right? Different housing, calibrating for the weight distribution, okay, for the gyroscope. Calibrating the mechanism feed because you have to change from an AC-20 round to an AC-10. AC-20 round, AC-10. AC-10, so go in like inside there. You have to change out the gyroscope, calibrate that. You got to battle test it. You have to make sure it works on the battlefield. The feed mechanism works. So you're on the battlefield, you're attacking things, and you're doing some really cool stuff. You destroy a couple mechs, and then you get hit by a Gauss rifle on your AC-10. You go back to the techs and say, hey, I need to get another AC-10. Well, sir, we're out. We used it on the other, on the Centurions out there. Well, I need an AC-10. Well, we can't do that. We got an AC-20. That's your old AC-20, but we're going to have to put that mech out of commission for a couple weeks to go ahead and reconfigure the housing, reconfigure the gyroscope, reconfigure the weight distribution, the kick from the cannon, reconfigure a whole bunch of different things that are out there. So there's a lot of different elements that a lot of people don't really like realize when you have customization inside mechs, because you can't, at that time 3015, you can't just come in. Sorry about that. I got a cold right now, but you can't just come in and say, hey, yeah, just pop it in and let's go do this. A lot of different mechanisms that are involved inside doing all this kind of stuff. So your mech is out of commission. So what do? You go to the bar and drink until you're drunk like crazy. Now, like I said, there's going to be a lot of controversy as far as a lot of people don't like the customization. And then, like I said, I'm not defending PGI. I don't know why they did this, but I kind of like it. And I also like customization too. I like them both. I don't mind the non-customization inside MechWarrior 5. It doesn't bother me because I see it as a lore-ish type thing. But I did like MechWarrior 4, that you can, basically do that as well. That wasn't too bad. And then all the other different types of games, you do anything you want, including MechWarrior Online and Battletech. Battletech's awesome. Oh God, you did a great job with that. And you can do anything you want, which is really nice. But so this is, in short, customization does actually create a lot of problems. That's why a lot of people don't actually do customizations, except for pirates, because they don't care. They don't really give a crap about that. So they just put a mech out there and hopefully it works, like the Argo mechs. No bias there. But yeah, so anyways, guys, this is the reason why they don't do this kind of stuff. But thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below. Even ideas for according to lore. This whole series is going to be about changing or reason why things are done in games compared to lore of the time. So any type of Battletech games and stuff like that. So I'll be doing those as well. Check out the Patreon page if you guys can. Please support the channel. And next year is going to be crazy. I'm going to be doing a lot of different things. I got some ideas, and I'll be doing a lot of cool stuff. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the battlefield.